May I, on behalf of the Thomas Hardy Society, welcome you all to this very special day. I think it is going to be a special day. It is the first such occasion, believe it or not, in all the years that we have had a Hardy Study Day, and that's very exciting for us, and we hope that this may become a regular event with different focus each year. So very, very special. I think you're going to have a lovely time, and we'll be about during the day and enjoy meeting those of you I don't already know. I'd like to introduce you to somebody very special that many of you will know. Our town crier, Alistair Chisholm, is going to talk to you now, please.
Can't you, with anything to do with the Thomas Hardy Society, that you're going to have sophisticated, discerning, and incredibly polite people? That's the only reason. No. I do sit on the Council of Management as a representative of the Town Council, and what a fantastic town. Known to you, first and foremost, of course, as Casterbridge, but still used by some quaint people, they use the term Dorchester. And for those of you with interest in the Romans, of course, it's Bavaria. So, being here, you have already got 3 for the price of 1. Stunning, isn't it? On occasions, I go to town crying competitions, and you're far too discerning to attend such an event. But in a town crying competition, very often the first round is what is referred to as the home cry. Now, that is limited to 100 or 125 words. That's the really good news. But how do you encapsulate the story of Dorchester, which is so long, so fascinating and so diverse, in a mere 100+ words? Well, this is my home cry. Now, of course, I start by ringing the bell, which essentially is an outside instrument, rather like the bagpipes, and is diabolical when played inside. Are you ready? I have the silencer on. You've got a day of listening. You don't want to go deaf right at the beginning. So my home cry goes as follows. You start off with the oh yeah, and it goes like this. Dorchester, an ancient place with Stone Age wooden henge, stands beside the River Froome, 100 miles from Penge. And if you don't know where Penge is, it's somewhere in London. We've Celtic Maiden Castle, sacked when the Romans came, who built fine Durnovaria, much of which remains. Through pestilence, fire, war and striving, to dreaded Judge Jeffreys and his bloody assizing. The Toll-Puddle martyrs, long owed their pardons, still haunt the court, the walks, the gardens. Willem Barnes's poetry keeps the dialect alive, while the Casterbridge of Hardy continues still to thrive. Today, the Prince's Poundbury is reaching to the west. I trust that you will relish Dorchester, one of the... And I'm looking for a word at the end. You see, never have so many poets been gathered in one room before. Yes, and incidentally on that, because I'm not going to go on, but the Society has just revamped, in a spectacular way, a book without which I would be completely and utterly lost. Every question I get asked as town crier about the links between Dorchester and Thomas Hardy is in this book. And today, at a very special introductory offer, you can get this for a mere £4. So either you go to the pub at lunchtime or you buy this. I would recommend the book. Anyway, I know you're going to have a fabulous conference. I find it difficult to believe this is the first time the Society's had a study day. But no, you're going to have a great time. Thank you very much, and thank you for indulging me. Au revoir.
Thank you, fabulous Alistair. Hello everybody, for those who haven't met me yet, I'm Tracy. And this is the first time we've done this, as you know. 2017 marks the 130th anniversary of the publication of The Woodlanders, Hardy's novel of marital choice, divorce laws, class mobility and Darwinian struggle set in Little Hintock. It depicts individuals in thrall to desire and the natural laws that motivate them. On November 21st, 1885, Hardy noticed tragedy. It may be put thus in brief: a tragedy exhibits a state of things in the life of an individual which unavoidably causes some natural aim or desire of his to end in a catastrophe when carried out. And thus he began writing The Woodlanders, a manuscript which would see publication 2 years later. On 4th of February 1887 at 8:20 p.m, Hardy wrote, "Finished The Woodlanders. Thought I should feel glad, but I do not particularly, though relieved." And Florence records him as often saying that in some respects The Woodlanders was his best novel. The text itself contains a number of themes that have been much written about: marital choice, divorce laws, Married Women's Property Act, Darwinian evolutionary theory, ecology and the landscape, gendering and ungendering of characters, tragic philosophy, sexuality and morality, religious symbolism, could go on ad infinitum. Little Hintock can even be perceived as a Garden of Eden, with Grace Melbury as Eve, Edred Fitzpiers as Satan, snake, obviously, and Giles Winterbourne as Adam, expelled and ultimately punished with death for transgressions not his own. The laws regarding leaseholds are expounded upon, German philosophers are discussed, along with superstitions surrounding advances in medical science. There's literary and biblical allusions proliferating throughout. It's not a light romance or rural idyll. It is a very complex novel, and it rewards multiple rereadings. As Helen said, this is the inauguration of our Hardy Study Day. We hope to do this every year, and if a success, please let us know, because next year will be a pair of blue eyes. For anybody interested, to celebrate 145 years of a pair of blue eyes. Today you will have the opportunity to hear talks, participate in seminars and interactive displays, learn about the adaptation history of The Woodlanders and the challenges involved in studying Hardy's correspondence, transcribing letters, deciphering handwriting, what you can discover from postmarks. A number of students, as well as scholars, will be presenting papers as diverse as Hardy's problems with censorship, which we are all familiar with, the supernatural, and comparisons between this novel and Chinese literature. And we will have the pleasure of hearing folk music from Hardy's own manuscripts a bit later on in the day. I have here 2 bursary cheques. We've issued these to 2 outstanding students who will be giving papers today to help them in their studies in Hardiana, and we hope that this promotes their work. Can I please present cheques for bursaries to Steph Meek and to Yuiji Liu? Stars of Hardy Scholarship. I also have a very small announcement to make on behalf of the University of Exeter. They are giving the talk later on the digitisation of Hardy's letters. They would be grateful if anybody who fancies could please fill out a questionnaire to aid in their research and their feedback. It's down the back if anybody would like to pick one up after the first talk. There's a bit on the front to do beforehand, a bit on the back to do at the end afterwards. Now, we hope you will each take something interesting away from this day and may spur you to reread the novel or explore what others have written about it.